What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another Smackdown results for you guys under blue lights. I'm Unstoppable Denominator, and over the phone I got my good buddy.
What's up, guys? Peter here.
Yep, so all you guys wanted Peter instead of Pepper. Thank God, because
Yeah, God, that was a horrible name.
yeah, I don't know who Immortal Space would. I don't know why he thought of that.
I know why he thought of it. He wants to differentiate us, but
yeah, especially with the fans getting you all confused about two Peters, but Immortal's now immortal. Peter's now immortal. You're just Peter P. So, but
okay.
Anyways, Unstoppable Squad. First thing to kick off the show, Jey Uso was told by Paul Heyman that he will be going for the United States Championship. So, hey, well, he deserves a championship shot. The singles competition.
He does. I think he's put in his dues as a tag team mate with his brother, but
right.
I'm just thinking back to his initial feud with Roman as a singles competitor, because Jimmy was away from the company at the time. He can go in the ring in a singles match.
Right.
I think he's an underrated wrestler by himself. So.
Yeah. Hey, maybe if
and everything he put in with the bloodline, it just fuels that drive that he deserves this opportunity.
Right. Well, maybe if WWE is smart enough, my buddy Jake said that this is a story for Jay, not Jimmy. Well, as it looks like it's going towards Jimmy now, because Jimmy turned on Roman instead of Jay did.
Well, I don't know that yet, because Jay did open with he doesn't think he's ever gonna forgive Solo. So, I don't know if me personally, I can't see Jay turning on Jimmy. But that's just me.
Right.
Just because of everything he's kind of given off that vibe, that he won't betray Jimmy.
Right.
I don't really see him taking up Paul Heyman's offer to its fullest.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, I understand. I hear ya. But we'll see. We still got a long ways to SummerSlam. This is where the potential is gonna land into SummerSlam. But we got a long ways to go for SummerSlam.
That we do.
To find out where the story is gonna head into.
That we do. It could change.
Yep. But also, I wanted to note that Jey Uso did not accept Paul Heyman's handshake.
No, he did not. He backed away. So this just leads me to say I don't think he's going to betray Jimmy.
Right.
I think Jey Uso is done with the bloodline.
Alright, well, we'll be talking more about this here in a little bit later on during the night. But anyways, we got Mustafa Ali versus Escobar. So, I put this in my notes saying that Mustafa Ali did an impressive drop kick.
Yeah, that was sick. That drop kick off of the ropes, that was sick.
Yep.
But Ali has some good moments in here. But I honestly do think the right guy won this because, at least in my observation, Santos Escobar dominated this match.
Yeah, as the highlights I've seen, pretty much yes.
But that's not taking away from Ali. I think he had his moment. I think there were some moments of greatness, like we saw Ali shine through today, but I honestly do believe the right guy won.
Right.
That's Dressed where he goes to Money in the Bank.
Yeah. I also had put this in my notes. I don't know if you heard it, but I heard some fake fan noises from that WWE added in.
Yeah, I think I heard it a little bit too.
And I don't know why WWE. Yeah, I understand what WWE doing that. It's because the fans are not like into it, but the fans want to be entertained. They want to be like cheering and stuff. Make them be cheered throughout the match, but don't just make them sit there and be bored. Like, get more entertaining. Like how, like the Kevin Owens and Gunther match. That was entertaining.
That was a straight up great match.
It was. So WWE needs to do something to make it entertaining, like Gunther and Kevin Owens.
I agree. I don't know. That gauntlet match next week is going to be interesting.
Oh, we'll talk about that soon anyway. But next we have Sami Zayn tells Jay there is life after the bloodline. Is there? I think so.
I think so. I agree with most of what Sami Zayn said to him. Because I think he had every right to say it. But I liked Sami Zayn's thought that the tribal chief is Roman Reigns' like inner conscience, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Right.
Like whenever that person, like whenever Roman Reigns becomes him, it kind of like gives off a whole new persona, and I saw a lot of that when Sami Zayn was in the bloodline.
Yeah.
And I think he had every right to say this, and I'm glad he did, because it could allow an outside source who doesn't really have anyone in the race to kind of give Jey Uso advice, like, hey man, do you really want to go down the power trip, or do you want to still continue on with your brother? Because both cannot exist, and you have to choose one or the other right now.
Right.
And at least for me, all signs are pointing in the side where he's going to side with Jimmy. Because I don't see a world where the Usos are not a tag team. or at the very least, like, supporting each other. And let's be real, like, if Jimmy goes down this, like, future tribal chief route, that's not gonna, like, Jay and Jimmy are no longer gonna be wrestling together, and I don't think that will ever happen.
All right. Well, we'll have to find out when it comes to that point. Like I said, it's gonna. I think what we're gonna see is the Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
At Money in the Bank. So. But also, Sammy added in saying that he's still trying to make Jey Uso laugh when he's not supposed to, and you've seen that he almost cracked again.
True.
He almost cracked. He almost laughed earlier when Sami Zayn said that. So, but Sammy did say that he hopes Jay wins the United States Championship, and that he told Jay to listen to your heart.
Yeah. Voice.
Yep. So Jay, listen to your heart. Don't listen to your cousin Roman. Do what you want to do.
Yep.
If your brother feels like he's being betrayed, listen. You don't have to listen to either your brother or your cousin. Follow what your heart desires.
Yep, go with what you think is right.
Yep. Because if your family's more important, I would go with that. Betray your cousin.
100%, but again, I don't see it. I don't see a world where Jay betrays Jimmy. That happening.
Yeah, because if they were gonna do it, they would have done it long time ago.
Yeah, and I also think it wouldn't just have been Solo that spiked Jimmy. I think Jay would have super kicked him. Like, I think Jay last week, Jimmy, if they were going to break him up.
Right.
Not accidentally like Jimmy did to Jay this week. Purposely on target, right? That did not happen.
Right. You're breaking in and out.
Oh,
You're still breaking in and out. Maybe I'm gonna cut it right here. I'm gonna call you over on Facebook.
Okay.
Alright, so what were you saying?
Well, I was saying that because there wasn't a point last week that Jimmy got super kicked by Jay when Solo turned on him. I basically am saying if they were gonna pull that trigger, it would have been last week.
Right.
Like, the entire group would have turned on Jimmy, but that didn't happen.
Exactly.
So because it happened the way it did, and I know like, oh, this is minor spoilers for something that happens later on tonight, but like, you've already seen Smackdown at this point if you're watching this review, so
there's some people that don't have cable. Yes, you guys can watch along with and listen to our results, but also you can watch the highlights on WWE highlights on WWE YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
That's where I get all my notes when I talk with him. So.
That's true. But like I was saying, if like it wouldn't have been like an accidental super kick, like Jimmy did on Jay, like in that match on this,
which we'll talk about here soon.
We'll talk about later on, but it wouldn't have been like that. It would have been just like a purposeful on target super kick,
right?
And that didn't happen. So I can't, at least not right now, it wouldn't make sense to split the Usos up.
Yeah. They would, like I said.
I'll leave it there.
Like I said, they would have done it a long time ago. But
yeah.
We're gonna move forward. I guess WWE is planning on unifying the women's tag belts. Why?
I didn't get this. Like, well, on one hand, I see Ronda and Shayna's point. Okay, I see that. Yes, they just won the women's tag belts.
Yeah, and they're gonna be getting bored, but yet.
Yeah, I see that. But the only thing you're doing by having this unification match
is gonna,
at least in my opinion, the only thing you're doing by unifying those two championships together is you're taking away championships and champions, more importantly, from NXT.
Right.
So, unless they want to do that, which would be absolutely ridiculous, why would you ever want to make this match like this?
Well, you know, WWE is, they're stupid. Oh, hey, buddy.
I didn't get this. I think, don't get me wrong, I think the match is gonna be fire.
I get that Ronda and Baszler are gonna get bored and stuff, but, you know, make them drop the belts and go for NXT.
But if you want to have, and I'm okay with them wrestling those two, because I actually really like that tag team in NXT. But because I'm a huge Alba Fire and Isla Dawn fan, so I'm glad they're getting their chance at this in the main roster and everything they're doing. They deserve to be there. But like you said, have them drop the titles.
Right.
Keep those titles on NXT where they belong.
Or on or the main roster as well.
Right.
Because if you're gonna unify,
what they could do, and I think they're going back to doing this, which they took away during COVID, where they're basically going back to just having the WWE women's tag team titles being defended on all shows. Which, I get it, but if you're going to do that, have it be that. Like, have it be on all shows. Don't take away titles from NXT.
Right, and it's like with the men's tag titles. They were only putting it on Smackdown. They were defending it only on Smackdown.
Right. It just.
That's why.
It doesn't make sense.
This is why WWE needs to stop. If you want new belts, right? It's great, but stop unifying belts. If you want new belts, great. make new belts out of like one tag team. Make a belt for one champion, tag team champions. And then if you're gonna do the same for, say, for SmackDown, make it different.
Yeah, like, and
which I'm gonna talk about here in a bit.
And keep the titles and champions of those titles on the respective shows.
Right.
Because, for example, Bianca Belair and Asuka. Asuka is the Raw Women's Champion. Oh, the WWE Women's Champion now. But
which we're going to talk.
Women's Championship. She's the Raw Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley, the SmackDown Women's Champion, is on Raw.
Yep.
And Asuka, the Raw Women's Champion, is on SmackDown. That makes literally no sense.
Yeah. It does. It really doesn't. Why would
keep the titles where they belong? Keep the champions on the brands that are just. It's all right in front of you.
Yep, but WWE apparently can't see that.
Doesn't really make sense. I don't know. It's just so dumb. We're gonna get to another dumb thing like in the next segment.
The thing is, hold on. The thing is, right, that you're gonna take away the competition from NXT, and you're gonna unify the both tag. Why? That makes no sense. You're gonna why don't you unify the men's NXT over to the main roster? That wouldn't make sense either. Or unify the North American Championship in the NXT Championship. That's not gonna make sense either.
No, it wouldn't.
Don't eliminate belts, guys. Don't eliminate, because then you're gonna have people on a show that are not going to earn belts. They got rid of the 24/7 championship. Why? Yes, it was stupid to have it in the first place, but
it was a stupid title.
But they could have done something else.
It was a stupid title.
They could have done like a hardcore, not a 24/7 championship.
Yeah, it was a stupid title.
But don't get rid of belts. Keep your belts.
I agree.
Because you're going to lose. You're going to have people that are going to leave with creative ideas. You're going to make them leave because, they're not a champion. They want to be champions on your show.
Yeah. They do.
Someone else I'm not going to mention.
It's just, I don't know. It's so dumb.
Yep, but
it's just dumb.
Anyways, we're gonna move forward. We got Asuka gets a new belt, and it's pretty much the same belt. It's copied by Roman Reigns' belt.
Yep.
So why?
Like my buddy Logan. My buddy Logan said this yesterday. And we had a whole conversation about this. It seems like who's ever the designer guy for the WWE title belts, they really love gold.
Well, don't get me wrong.
They really love the color gold.
Well, don't get me wrong. I do love copying the same belt over and over for my show, but I'm not professional.
Right.
I'm going to be here because, I have the same championship designed for the Unstoppable Podcast Championship and pretty much the LTW Championship belt that's right behind me. Which LTW results coming soon. They're ace. And anyone that loves watching LTW. but
okay.
still, I copy my belts. WWE's a professional wrestling company. They don't need.
No excuse.
There's no need to copy wrestling belts over and over and over. It's like copying and pasting.
Yeah. What was wrong with the red? What was wrong with white and red?
Or what was wrong with the design? Like I told my coworker David, like they came up with a new design for Seth Rollins' belt, right?
Yeah.
Compared to Roman Reigns' belt, why didn't they do the same thing? Make something new for the woman's belt? Are they gonna pretty much do the same thing with Seth Rollins' belt for the women's over for the Raw? If so, that makes no sense. That's like copy and pasting.
Whoever the designer guy is, they must really like gold. Because, think about it. You got the United States Championship, which isn't red, white, and blue anymore.
Yep.
It's red, white, gold, and some blue. So there's a little bit of blue, but there's not a lot. Then we got the Intercontinental title, which is black and gold. You have the new belt Roman's got, black and gold. This championship that Asuka has, spoiler, it's the exact same title belt that Roman Reigns has.
But it's white straps.
The only difference is it's got a white strap to signify it's a women's belt.
Exactly. Don't copy and paste it and just change the color of the strap. No.
And now, and let's not forget the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
That Seth Rollins has. We don't know if it's the same title belt that was like years ago. The big gold belt. See, they just love gold. Somewhere.
Right. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed it. Ringside News even noticed it. Sportskeeda even noticed it. Some people on Twitter had noticed it. I seen it on my lunch break. I went on Twitter couple times. It says the big W logo, right? And then underneath it says Women's Unified Championship.
Does it?
Yeah.
What?
It does. It says that. I'll have to
say that.
Huh?
Does it say that?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm looking this up.
I think I shared it. I'm not sure.
Women's Championship. Hold on.
No, I didn't share anything much today.
WWE Women's Championship. Oh my God!
Yep.
It does. It says the Women's Undisputed Championship.
That's why I was pretty much saying they're copying and pasting. Because they put the big W, and then they decided just to add women's, but just keep the Unified Championship.
Oh my God! This is
guys,
great.
If you guys don't believe us, go look it up. Go look it up.
Great! Oh my God!
The WWE's
world champion.
WWE's just copying and pasting. That's why I kept posting that in there. I even posted on Twitter saying this is what I'm going to be talking about in today's video of WWE Smackdown that WWE likes to copy and paste because it says unified. And pretty much the big W.
It says the Undisputed Champion.
And
oh my God.
It has gold. Come on, WWE. Come up with some great designs. You've done it with Seth Rollins' belt. Why can't you do it with a different championship design for a woman's?
Okay. They're just killing the term, like, universal. Like, no. What's the term? They're killing the term undisputed champion. Because they didn't unify anything with this. They just, like you said, like, put this new belt in place of the old one.
Right.
And then just copy and paste it.
Yep.
But they didn't take away the SmackDown champion.
Oh, well, which we're going to talk about here in a minute, but yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's great.
Yep.
That's great. And should we talk about the stuff with Bianca and Charlotte?
Oh, you mean Asuka and Charlotte?
Asuka and Charlotte, yeah.
Alright, so yes, pretty much Charlotte comes out, interrupts the Asuka's celebration of the new copy and paste belt. And Adam Pearce told Charlotte that she needs to get in line.
Yep.
Yes, I do agree. Adam Pearce, thank you for finally somebody recognizing that Charlotte needs to stop jumping the gun. Like someone we actually...
Adam Pearce.
I actually know who likes to jump the gun. Jump the gun to take the belt away from someone new. She's taking away... She's gotta not jump the gun. She hasn't earned anything.
Nope.
She just comes back and wins the belt and then disappears. After losing it, she disappears. And then she comes back to win it again. It's like, you haven't earned anything, Charlotte.
You know, with all these... Now, this is going to sound... I mean, I don't... Maybe I shouldn't say this here. But, like, I can't help. The thought is on my mind right now. And it's gonna sound wrong. I know. I trust me. I mean this with no disrespect at all to Charlotte. Okay. With all the you have Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. Which she's now going to be out for about
that's where I was going.
12 months.
Alexa Bliss, Ty Conti, and now Billy Kay, they all are out 9 months. Because they're all pregnant, right?
Yeah.
Why can't Charlotte do the same thing? Just leave, Charlotte. You have nothing else to prove.
Exactly. She doesn't have anything else to prove. She has won, how many titles? 14?
15, I think.
15?
Like,
okay,
14, it's some crazy number.
It's close. Okay, we'll say it's close to Ric Flair's record.
Yeah. She has nothing else to prove. And I know, I'm not saying that Charlotte... I'm not saying I'm not saying this with any disrespect. Of course she can do what she wants.
Yeah, because you know who she is? She's a Flair. Woo! Nobody cares if you're a Flair. Your daddy was dirty. So aren't you, Flair? You're dirty.
I'm just sick of all of them at this point. I'm sick of the Flair name.
Exactly. Enough is enough. Get out of the... Go to AEW. Fine, please.
There is, like, no... If Charlotte was not a Flair...
She wouldn't be anywhere.
She wouldn't be anywhere near this.
Yep.
Near this company. And even if she was in the company and she wasn't related to Ric Flair, she would be no way in hell
to jump the gun.
Jumping in line. They wouldn't even allow her to jump in line and win 14 belts.
Yep.
Like, come on. Oh, I made the line. Yeah, because you're always champion.
Because you always jump the gun. Because you're Ric Flair's daughter. Woo!
Woo! Nobody cares.
Exactly. Time to retire or go to another company. AEW.
Go to AEW. Win belts over in AEW. Go to Impact. Go to Ring of Honor.
Go to New Japan.
Like, NWA.
Win belts over there.
NWA, MLW.
Oh.
Anywhere.
Oh, and
you would be a big fish in a small pond.
Oh, and you know what? She could win championships around where she lives.
Yeah. Go on the independent circuit.
Exactly.
You're telling me there wouldn't be a draw for Charlotte on the independent scene right now? Of course there would be. It's Charlotte. But, like, I'm sick of her always being champion in WWE.
Yep, same.
Oh, you know what makes me angry about this specific instance? It's the fact that Adam Pearce, before this, issued Bianca an ultimatum where she couldn't go down to the ring and interfere with Asuka because she's next in line for Asuka's championship.
Oh, you know what? I was watching on TikTok the previews of the guy who I watch on TikTok. He goes, "Oh, what is this going to be a triple threat now too?" I guess so because
it might as well be.
Because freaking Charlotte.
It's going to be a match between Charlotte and Bianca in which Charlotte's going to win, obviously.
Yep.
Because she always wins, and then she'll face Asuka again, and then she'll win the new undisputed championship again.
Exactly. And then when she drops it, she'll disappear again. And then when she comes back, she'll come back again to jump the line to win a belt again. You know, that's also another thing is, do you like how Charlotte Flair comes back when there's at least a brand new championship on the line?
Yeah, I know, right? It's funny. It's damn near convenient. Because the next time they do it, we might as well, okay, Charlotte's going to appear now. Like, because who else would? They're not going to send someone we care about.
Right.
We care about to debut. It's obviously going to be Charlotte. Because Charlotte's the greatest women's wrestler ever.
She's the GOAT.
I mean, she is, but I'm damn sick of her.
Yep. But.
Oh yeah, and and to clear things up, I just looked it up. She is a 14-time women's champion.
Okay.
So.
Alright. She made the line, that's what we said. Oh yeah, and Asuka, and Charlotte Flair respects Asuka. If you really respect Asuka, you wouldn't have interrupted her Celebration, stupid bitch.
I know. Like, really? Really, Charlotte? You are gonna say you respect Asuka?
Yep. She
Your
respects.
former tag team partner. How are you going to do your former tag team partner dirty like that? Like, and say, oh, no one respects Asuka more than me. Do you really? Or do you respect the gold that she has?
She respects the gold more than anything.
She's in it for the title belt.
Yep.
Again.
But, also, I don't know if you noticed, but I was watching also on TikTok, the guy, I forgot the name of the guy I watch on TikTok, but Charlotte Flair actually pointed to the wrong title that she wanted to go for.
She did?
Yeah, she was pointing at towards Adam Pearce first. She was like, oh, I want that belt.
Oh, okay.
But yet, then she also, towards the end, she did say that, oh, I do want this belt, that Raw belt as well. But you bitch, you were pointing at the wrong belt. You make no sense.
Charlotte's unbelievable.
Oh. And this is why I had to step away from WWE for a while, because Charlotte Flair was ruining the company.
Oh, and when you got back, Charlotte's still around.
Yup. Charlotte Flair returns when I return to do results.
It's like they have it out for you, Unstoppable.
I know.
They have it out for you. Triple H is watching this.
Triple H, if you're watching this, I'm watching you.
Triple H is watching this. Nice move, Hunter. I see what you did there.
Just to piss me off. You want me to go like this again?
Unstoppable's coming back. We gotta put Charlotte back on Smackdown right now. It'll be hilarious.
So now that Unstoppable Denominator is back, we need Charlotte Flair just to be back, to just annoy Unstoppable.
I see what you did there, Triple H. That was well played.
Alright, well, we're gonna move on. But, Minchkin, how do you say her name?
Michin
versus Bayley.
Yeah. This was a nothing match. It didn't last long. We all knew who was gonna win.
Yeah.
It was never in doubt that Bayley was gonna win this. It lasted what, like 3 minutes?
Probably, because I only saw the highlights.
Yeah,
so
it lasted probably 3 minutes max. And Bayley was winning the entire time. I even said before this match, Bayley's gonna win this. Like, it was never gonna be in doubt.
Right. Oh, and Scarlett, sorry.
Yeah,
Scarlett came out and blew dust into AJ's eyes.
Yep.
And Karrion Kross attacked from behind with a cross jacket.
So there's going to be a feud between AJ and Karrion Kross.
Yep. It's going to. This just set it up.
Yeah. That's going to be a match.
Yep.
Either next week or a feud leading into Money in the Bank. It's going to happen.
All right. We'll have to see. We'll find out. But anyways, Jay only will return to the bloodline. It's only if Paul Heyman leaves.
I mean, I can't say I blame him.
But who's in wrong? Paul Heyman's not in wrong. It's Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman has nothing to do with this.
I get it, but Paul Heyman is a snake as well. He does pull a lot of strings behind the scenes. So I could see why Jimmy was like, hey, if I'm in the bloodline, you have to leave.
Right.
Because I don't want, like, if hell freezes over and I align with Roman after what he did to my brother, I don't want Heyman manipulating your mind and making the tribal chief talk to me. I want to talk to Roman. I want Roman to show me the ropes, not the tribal chief and Paul Heyman. Which in context, I don't necessarily think that's a good move, because Paul Heyman, like, outside of the ring is one of the most respected people backstage. And he does have a lot of experience. So I mean, I wouldn't pass up an opportunity to learn from him. But I could see why Jay would be skeptical of Paul in this storyline.
Right.
So I think overall, I see what Jay was coming from, but I still maintain my mindset. He is not leaving Jimmy Uso behind.
Yep.
I think if Jay, in fact, if I was Jay last night, I would have said this. If I'm in the bloodline, Jimmy is in the bloodline, and you are out. Not if I'm in the bloodline, you are out. No, if I'm in the bloodline, my brother's in the bloodline.
Yep.
And you are out. Because you aren't related to us.
Oh yeah, that's. Yep. Yep.
Because you might have known us all our whole lives, but you aren't blood.
Like, the thing is, look at Sami Zayn. Come on.
I know. So it's the same thing. Like Sami Zayn Sami Zayn, we all knew was going to be out. But
yep.
That's why it was brilliant. We saw it unfold the way it did. I knew Kevin Owens was going to get involved somehow.
Oh, and somebody mentioned on, I think, was it on Twitter or on, I think it was YouTube comments in WWE comments that said that, I don't know where I saw it, but somebody said that Kevin Owens is going to turn on Sami because Sami keeps talking to Jay. It's going to get Kevin Owens pissed off even more.
I mean, I'm 50-50 on that, to be honest. I could see that, but at the same time, I don't think it would be this quick. I think they have to have a good run with these title belts before you pull that trigger.
Right.
I'm not saying I don't see that happening, because Kevin Owens has backstabbed him before. So it's like, I can see them going down that route, but is it too quick? It might be a little too quick to pull that.
Right.
theory.
Yep.
And it definitely holds weight because he has done it before.
All right, next we have Butch versus Baron Corbin for the Money in the Bank briefcase #1 or the contendership spot.
Yeah. Was it ever in doubt that Baron Corbin was going to lose this?
Well, I mean, because he's on a losing streak, but with him being on NXT would made it a fresh start, but that he's over on SmackDown. Like, come on.
Well, he's a free agent.
I know, but still, if you're a free agent, I would just go down to NXT, get a fresh start.
Yeah, rebuild my gimmick.
So.
Finn Balor did it.
Yep. But
Apollo Crews did it.
Yeah. Speaking of that.
Apollo Crews did it, and he's nothing on SmackDown, but
he hasn't even debuted. And that's why I'm saying all these people are going onto the main roster, and you're gonna waste them. Put belts on them.
Yeah.
And you're getting rid of the belts. Why?
Why? Why are you doing that?
Makes no sense.
Is it because all your good people are on the main roster now because you had to have a WWE draft?
Right.
Which makes no sense because the branch split is dead anyway.
Well, I mean, the thing is, why... But the thing is, Pete, is why have all the wrestlers on two shows at the same time? Right? Because you have too many people on the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have two shows. But apparently, that 2 shows is not enough for all these people.
Only because they have 20 people they care about on a over. I'm just estimating here. There's 200 employees right now in WWE that are active. And maybe only 20 get screen time because Vince McMahon's a total idiot.
Right.
So that's the main reason why a guy like AJ Styles can show up wherever he wants. Even though he was drafted to SmackDown.
Yep.
Okay, he didn't win the World Heavyweight Championship match against Seth Rollins. So why is he even over there? If he won that and you wanted him to go to Raw, that would be one thing because that's a Raw title and he has to be on Raw.
Right.
He has to. But
But it was only one-time deal though.
But even still, why have him over there? If you want to have these free agents that can show up wherever they want, well, that has to be exclusive for the champions. The champions deserve to show up wherever they want because they have to scout their options. Who do I want to put my title on the line against?
Yep.
So, that would be one thing. But these people who don't have titles like AJ Styles, that makes literally no sense. Why can't he just stay where he's at? That's my opinion on this.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on. We have Dudley, Sheamus, and his partner. I don't know his name. The OC, the Street Profits. They all want Kevin Owens and...
The Good Brothers were there, too.
Oh, and, sorry, the Good Brothers. Sorry. I forgot.
Yeah.
No, I think I said OC.
No, I don't think you did.
Oh, well, if
or I didn't hear you. Like, you might have, but anyway.
They were all there to want the championship from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Okay, WWE, time to split the tag belts now.
Yup.
You got too many people want the belts back there.
This is what happens when you remove championships from a show.
Yep.
Exactly this scenario here. Everybody wants one.
Yep.
One tag team and 2 sets of titles on one tag team. It's time to let one of them go.
Yep. Literally, it is time.
I don't care who wins this. Just as long as you have one of those, like the Smackdown belts on one of them.
Right.
I don't care who wins this.
Isn't it Kevin and Sami Zayn over on on Raw?
Yes.
Okay, look, make them drop the SmackDown belts, right? And let them keep the Raw and let them move over to Raw and drop the stupid storyline away from Sammy, away from Jay.
Mm-hmm.
That is no longer Sammy's business.
Nope, because he spoke his mind now. So you can let that story arc die now.
Yep.
At least Sammy's part in that story.
Unless if they're doing it until Jay actually chooses a side to turn on Roman, and then that's when they're gonna split the tag titles, and then make them stay on Raw.
Yep.
But we'll know. But they need to split the tag belts.
They do. They have to get those SmackDown ones off of them.
Yep.
And I don't care who wins this one, just as long as there's another champion. I would want the Good Brothers to win this because they're my favorite of all of them. But if I had to pick, it would be them. But in the long run and in the grand scheme of things, as long as there's a separate champion, then I don't really care. But it's time to split those titles up.
Yep.
It's stupid giving one tag team 2 titles anyway.
Right.
But what are we doing here?
Nothing really.
Yeah.
But let's move on to our next. We got Io Sky versus Shotzi for the Money in the Bank qualifying match. I noticed that Bayley distracted Shotzi twice, not once but twice in that match.
Yeah, but I don't really care.
I know, but Bayley and Io Sky are going to be in Money in the Bank ladder match.
They both are, and I think I see a scenario where that comes up now.
Right.
Because what's going to go through either Io or Bayley's mind where another person is fighting for the same thing they are? I don't think that's a good recipe for success as a unit, by having both people go after the same thing.
Right.
So I think I see a scenario where either one of them breaks away. I think Bayley is going to turn on Io Sky. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yep.
In that match. Or after. because the WWE's gonna have a thing where it's not fair. That should be mine. That should be mine. Yeah, that's what Baron Corbin last night. Like, oh, it's not fair.
Yup.
It should be mine.
Which we're gonna be talking about here in a minute.
Yeah, they're not lasting. Like, no, I don't think Bayley or Io's gonna win this one, but I don't think this faction's gonna last.
Right.
So yeah, Bayley moves to Money in Bank. It was a very quick match.
Yep.
So I think that's all I have to say about it.
Butch wants to celebrate tonight, and Corbin said it wasn't fair, like you said. And all of a sudden, Cameron Grimes attacks Baron Corbin from behind.
Okay.
So,
like, literally, good for Cameron Grimes, I guess.
yeah.
It's good seeing new people for once. But, like, why are you blindsiding Corbin where he's literally, like, bottom of the barrel?
Right. He's...
Like, nobody... Like, Corbin is beneath everybody else now. Like, he hasn't been relevant in 3 years.
And not just that, right? I think Cameron Grimes is doing it because to prove a point, he's here to stay, and Corbin is not here to stay. Maybe that's what he's trying to do.
Maybe, and that I'm hoping that's what it is. Because I think Cameron Grimes has huge potential. Because he was amazing in NXT. So I think he has huge potential to be a really good, like, babyface or heel champion. But Corbin has to do one of two things. Either leave entirely, because whatever he has going on right now isn't working for him.
Right.
Or two, he has to go back to the lone bald wolf gimmick.
Which we said last week, which he needs to.
He has to go back to that gimmick. Now, obviously, his hair's not coming back. But, like, you can have Baron Corbin as that character again.
Right.
Because that was when Baron Corbin felt like a legitimate threat. Ever since he became the general manager of Raw, and then every gimmick since that happened like a few years ago now, he hasn't been relevant. It's time to cut ties with everything Baron Corbin has going on right now.
Right. You know, I'm surprised Corbin hasn't left WWE because of his creative role.
Yeah, like, they clearly have no plans for him.
Right.
So, why is he even there?
No idea.
I don't get it.
But, anyways, we seen a video package of Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller is the future. Good for him. La 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 la. When are you gonna make your in-ring debut?
I don't know. Is it gonna be another Veer Mahan
Pretty much.
scenario where he takes a billion years to go to SmackDown?
Right.
Veer Mahan is coming to Raw, remember that?
Yep.
And it took like a year for him to go.
Apparently he wasn't just ready yet or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but it was weird. It was stupid.
But, anyways, Escobar says Money in the Bank is an important part of his career, and he will climb the ladder and take the briefcase. I think he's not going to win it. Selena Vega is going to win that side, but Eli Drake. LA Knight.
You can call him that.
LA Knight.
No, you can call him Eli Drake.
LA Knight will win the men's briefcase.
I agree. I think LA Knight should win. I think he has the best potential to do something unique with it. And I think he should be champion.
All right.
I'm just saying that. I think he could beat Roman? Probably not.
But do you think LA Knight could do what Austin Theory did and cash in a different mid-card match title?
Possibly. I could see him cashing in on maybe Gunther or someone like that.
I see him cashing in on Austin Theory because it's his easiest opponent. So, but yeah,
that would be hilarious.
But
yeah, I could see it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go to our main event. Jey Uso versus Austin Theory. So I saw was that Jey super kicked Theory and the referee got knocked down. Jeez, these refs are. I feel bad for these goddamn refs. They're so fragile.
They really are.
One touch
they
and
really are.
It's like when you go to poke them with a finger of doom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, they're down.
Yeah. They really are so stupid.
They're always in the way.
Or, even, let's take that scenario in the Bayley match. There was a point where Bayley pushed Shotzi off the top rope. Mm-hmm. Now, before the referee turned back around, before the referee turned around,
yeah,
Bayley was on the outside of the ring. Then when the referee turned back around, Shotzi was on the mat. And there was no disqualification. Why? Isn't it obvious what happened?
Right?
These referees, I don't get it.
Oh, I'm just gonna turn my back and not see.
Sneeze on them and they just disappear.
Oh, it's I'm gonna turn my back and act like I didn't see anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I guess that eliminates all your ears. Does that eliminate your hearing abilities by turning your back?
I guess so.
I don't think that's a thing, but maybe in the WWE world it does.
Right.
Eyes and ears are not real, are kind of connected. If you can't see something, you obviously can't hear it. Which is not, which doesn't make sense, because if that's the case, every blind person would be deaf. I don't get it, man.
Either do I, but
yeah, Austin Theory stole the victory.
But hold on, let's add in what happened else here. Jey Uso could have won that match, though, but the referee was down, and not just that, Pretty Deadly came out, but right after they got in the ring, Jimmy comes out to even up the odds, but Solo comes out and attacks Jimmy. But Jimmy was gonna spike Jay. Solo was gonna spike Jimmy, or Jay, whatever. And yeah, Jimmy. And Jay saves Jimmy. And then the super kick misses Solo. And super kick goes to Jimmy.
Yeah, so Jimmy super kicks Jay instead of Solo.
Yep.
It's not a good look. This is it's one of the 7 deadly sins in wrestling.
And
Super kicking your tag team partner.
And this is what you said earlier in the beginning of the show with,
yeah, an inverted super kick, yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying, like, obviously this wasn't meant for Jay. We all knew who Jimmy was aiming this at.
Yeah.
It was his other brother. Now, if you're Jay, what's going through your mind?
A lot of things. Like, okay, I said to Paul Heyman, I'm not going to go in the bloodline if you're there. And then, so I'm going to join my brother, but my brother super kicks me. Mm-hmm. So where do I go from here?
Yeah. If I'm Jay, my first reaction would be I'm fucking pissed.
Right.
But I would observe the scenario like, okay, Solo was going to blindside me. So maybe it was meant for him, but, like, do I trust my brother now? Like, is this going to be the death of me? Should I choose my brother over the bloodline? Like, there'd be a lot of conflicting thoughts going through my head, mixed signals that I'm getting from this entire thing.
And remember, Jay pretty much walked away when after Sammy turned on the bloodline.
Yes,
and he disappeared for at least a couple weeks.
Yep. And he also did the same thing last night where he walked away from not only his brother, he walked away from Paul Heyman too.
Yep.
So I think we're not going to see him next week. But maybe we would because Roman's going to be there. I don't know.
We'll have to find.
We're going to have to find out. But yep. I wouldn't put money on this, but my gut is telling me that Jimmy will be there. But I don't think Jay will. I don't think Jay will be at.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, because I feel like he will, but at the same, it's like a 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it's a 50-50 chance that he will and will not.
True.
But, yeah. We'll have to wait and find out and see what's going to happen, but, yeah.
And then Austin Theory stole the victory after this happened.
Yep.
Austin Theory is still your United States champion, and, yeah.
So, I was watching from the TikTok video, right? I'm surprised I didn't caught that when I was watching the previews or the highlights on the WWE YouTube app. Right? So Paul Heyman said that call Roman Reigns, right?
Yep.
The phone that he has is not an Apple. It looks like a Samsung or Android.
Probably is.
But also, not just that, a fan recognized that his phone wasn't on when he said, and when he went to go, after he said call Roman Reigns, he put his phone down.
Okay.
He didn't have it up his ear or anything.
I mean, it could be on speaker.
No, he just put his once he said call Roman Reigns, he just put his phone like.
Oh, he just put it away.
No, not put it away. He had his phone just down.
Oh, okay.
In which the fan noticed that his phone wasn't on.
Okay.
He screamed out saying, "His phone's not even on!"
Great.
So, WWE, you have some explaining there to do.
You have some explaining to do.
Saying that Roman Reigns called Roman Reigns. It's not even a freaking Apple phone. And he's just saying, or he didn't just say, "Hey Siri" or anything.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is a longer episode than we usually do. We are sorry about that, but there was a lot of things that we wanted to talk about in today's video. So.
Yeah, that was a long video. Holy crap.
Alright.
I feel bad for you because you gotta edit this.
Not really much, though.
Yeah, true.
But anyways, Unstoppable Squad, I'm not gonna do a Rampage tonight. I'm sorry.
Thank God.
But I'm Unstoppable Denominator.
Peter.
And we are out. Peace.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.